As brands focusing on their particular niche, on basics, those are areas where it does make sense in today's environment to overbuy a little bit. Because of our supply chain issues, you can't react as efficiently as you could pre all these issues. And so if you're going to want to be in business, if you're going to want to maximize the opportunities and minimize the risk, increasing your buy in basics or fashion basics is a really good decision today. They're trans-seasonal, they're not kind of fad related, so they're not in one day and out the next. And then making some intentional decisions about underbuying slightly these fashion items on an individual style basis, maybe having a few more, but underbuying the actual quantity creates one, demand. Two, it minimizes the inventory that, if you have excess inventory in anything that you're forced to mark down because of seasonality or trend that's in and out or whatever, that excess inventory drags down profitability. So if you're eliminating excess inventory that drags down profitability, you're then able to buoy some of the inflationary costs because you're selling out of those items. You're creating this kind of demand in the marketplace for a consumer of a particular brand to step in. Consumers are starting to be reeducated to the reality or the new reality that if I don't buy the item now, I might not get it. And we're seeing that in terms of the reduction of overall discounting that's occurring on a mass scale. Overall discounting, I think, year over year, it's dropped, up to 10%, where, a certain percentage of the overall economy would discount product. And this year it's way down because demand is there and inventories not in the sufficient quantity to manage demand. So that means that you can sell it at higher prices. There's this whole thing that people don't kind of think about when it comes to, our retail, our cost. If cost is up, we look at the direct kind of result of the retail price that's out there. What people don't go further down the road on is what percentage of my goods am I not selling at retail, but I'm selling at a discounted price up to 50% off. For years, we trained the customer, the retail's the retail. Maybe it's kind of an indicative of value, but if I wait a certain period of time, it's going to go 20% off, 40% off, 50% off. And the actual selling price compared to the cost was where that margin indicator would occur for a brand or a retailer. Today, if less is being marked down and more is being sold at that normal realized retail price, the retail price is more of an indicator of the actual price a consumer will pay. Therefore, as costs increase over here, if the retail is also staying up there higher, you're preserving some of your margin and you can buffet some of that inflationary pressure. Making sure that you have a very good planning and numbers department that is managing this new world of, lead time and production, because you still have revenues and margins you've got to deal with. So underbuying wholesale doesn't make sense. You're just going to reduce your overall revenue. But making sure that the balance in your assortment plan is there, making sure that certain areas that you're managing those numbers effectively and the assortment so that you're still meeting revenue goals, but you're not having this pressure to mark down or having major overbuys. I think that understanding, where you're buying things from, making some decisions geographically where you're buying things from, can help you address filling into different items where your freight times are a little bit closer in. Your factories might produce a little bit, so
looking at nearshoring.
That could be part of that thing that could help, reduce some of the inflationary pressure and also allow you to react a little bit to business. It's just kind of it's become such a complex puzzle today.